Hi guys, today we're going to read a story from these 5-minute spooky stories. And the story is called A Fishy Terror. It's about Finding Nemo. It was a dark and stormy night above the sea, which meant that it was a cold and murky night beneath the sea. Nemo and his friends swam as quickly as they could. They had to find Dory, and fast. Dory was surprised to see Nemo and his friends, but then again, with a memory as bad as Dory's, it didn't take much to surprise her. "Hi, Harpo," Dory said to Nemo, forgetting his name once again. "Dory, it's me, Nemo," the little clownfish replied. "Hi, Nemo," Dory said with a smile. "Have you seen Harpo?" "Dory, we need your help," Nemo continued. "We think this part of the ocean is haunted." Nemo saw the look on Dory's face, and he knew what was coming next. "Ah!" Dory shouted. She swam away from Nemo and his friends as fast as she could. If this part of the ocean was haunted, she wanted to go somewhere, anywhere else. "The ocean is haunted. Just keep swimming. The ocean is swimming. Just keep haunted," she muttered. "Oh, this looks like a nice place." But little did Dory know she was swimming directly towards the terror from beneath the sea. Nemo and his friends gathered their courage and swam as fast as sailfish, the fastest fish in the 7 seas. Soon they reached Dory, who was swimming in circles. "Hi, Zippo," Dory stammered as Nemo approached. "Are you okay, Dory?" Nemo asked. "Yes," Dory answered. "Look what I found. It's a pirate ship." "That's it," Nemo's friend Ward said. "That's where the haunting is coming from. It's the terror from beneath the sea, the sunken ship of the pirate Dakar." "Why is it haunted?" Nemo asked. "Legend has it that when the ship went down, Dakar was trapped in a cage and couldn't reach his treasure, his shiny, sparkly treasure. So he vowed to haunt the ocean until he was free," Ward said. "Then we should let him go," a deep voice said from behind them. The fish froze, then slowly turned to sea. Wow, look at that. Bruce, the great white shark from Australia with the pointy white teeth. But they didn't have to be scared of him. Bruce had vowed never to eat fish again. "Fish are friends, not food," his motto. So everyone was glad that he was there. If anyone could go up against Dakar's ghost, it was big old Bruce. "Listen, mate," Bruce said to Ward. "There is no such thing as ghosts, and I'll prove it. I'll go to that sunken ship and swim into the cage," the great white shark said. "And then you'll see that there is nothing to be afraid of." "I wouldn't do that if I were you," Ward warned. "Everyone who goes in that cage or near the treasure disappears." But a spooky story about a ghost pirate wasn't enough to scare Bruce. He led the fish to the pirate ship and got ready to swim into the cage. Still, Nemo was afraid. "Wait," Nemo began. "If our shark goes into the cage and the cage is in the ship and the ghost pirate's in the ship," he said, slowly putting the pieces together. "It's bye-bye, Brucey," Ward interjected. "I love that song," Dory added. Dory is so cute. "Maybe you shouldn't go in there, Bruce," Nemo said to his friend. "No worries, mate," Bruce said as he swam up to Nemo and Dory. "If you think this little boat is going to scare me, you are going to need a bigger boat." He gave them a reassuring smile. "Okay, Deuce, good luck with the ghost pirate. Hope you don't find that bigger boat," Dory said with a wave of her fin. And with that, Bruce the shark swam into the cage. His friends anxiously watched him go. Bruce waited a few seconds. Nothing happened. He waited a few more moments and then, "Who dares enter the sunken ship of the dead, dread pirate Dakar?" A voice boomed. Bruce looked all around, but there was no one there. "You will never escape from the terror from beneath the sea," the voice warned. It was the ghost pirate. As soon as Nemo and Dory heard the voice, they knew that they had to help their friend. They swam to the cage and pulled to break Bruce free, but the cage wouldn't budge. The ghost must have locked it. "Last chance," the ghost pirate voice yelled. "Leave my treasure ship or I will trap you all here with me forever." "I'll be right back, Dory," Nemo said as he quickly swam to the top of the ship. Something weird was going on. He could hear the ghost pirate yelling louder there. It was almost as if it was coming from the part of the ship. Nemo slowly swam around the side of the hull and saw Ward's tail sticking out. Then he heard Ward yelling, "Beware the dread pirate Dakar." It couldn't be, but it was. Ward was the ghost pirate. Nemo yelled down to Bruce that the ghost pirate was really their friend Ward. Bruce used his great strength to break free of the cage. The gang confronted Ward, who confessed to making everything up. "I collect shiny things," Ward began. "The gold coins, the jewels, they all would have gone so well in my collection," he said. "I tried to scare everyone away so I could find the treasure, but you guys were all too brave to scare." "Well, this isn't a treasure ship, mate," Bruce said. "It's a fishing boat. I used to eat here all the time, back when I ate fish." "But even if it was, we would have helped you to look for treasure if you asked," Nemo said. "Friends help each other. They don't scare each other." "I'm sorry, guys," Ward replied guiltily. Suddenly, he had an idea. "Let me give you all something from my shiny collection to make it up to you." "Goodbye, not haunted treasure ship," Dory said as they all swam off. "Happy that the ghost pirate wasn't real." "Goodbye," a voice answered from the sunken ship. Maybe it really was haunted. What do you think, guys? Maybe it really was? Thank you for reading with me. See you all next time. Bye-bye.